Hello all, welcome back to Bravely Default. I took a little bit of a break, just a little bit, and also the last time I tried to record this game, I lost half my recording, so that was fun. So what I'm gonna try to do this time is try to record in smaller, try to kind of make sure that doesn't happen again. We're in the next dungeon, though. That's what's going on here. So this place is gonna be kind of nuts. It's quite big, quite big. I went the wrong way already. We got new enemies. We got here bone hunters. Alright. Let us cast some magic. What are these guys weak to? I cannot recall. Fyra, take a hunch. Even if it doesn't, like, it'll hopefully still do enough damage. Whoa. Unless they're weak to their own weapon. Can't remember that, which would be like a bow, which if that really is the case, it'll be funny. Yep, I thought so, yeah, so they are weak to fire. That's what you need to know for that. 3 Fyras takes him out. So close to a new level here. I gotta loop back around.
Hold it! We've got company.
Oh boy.
A ghost's trying to get us!
You're a bit slow. They've been lurking around for a while now.
But it spoke to us! It seems to be trying to tell us something.
Almost. We almost made it. The shield bearers were on the verge of routing the sword bearers. We had them surrounded, and their spirits were broken. Then that round little commander unleashed the mist. A green haze began drifting slowly over the battlefield. Then, naught but agony.
Well, that was an ominous thing. Up to 4-2. And that gate's locked, because you got to get over to the switch. More new enemies here. Zombie Knights. Those are indeed zombie knights. Some good old Fyra. At this point in the game, just start using spells a whole lot. Enemies are going to have a lot of HP, and they will start hurting a whole lot. So, figure out what their weakness is. Hit them with whatever does the most damage, and it'll be a big help to you. Oh wow, he hung on. I'm surprised he did. He's probably almost dead though. Yeah, there we go. Level up. Yeah. So you gotta go back. This is where it gets kind of mazy. Get over here, damn it. Just over here, painting an explosion. Oh, Bone Knights. These we have not seen, so I'll show this off. I might start cutting ahead in here, because I don't remember the exact route. It's been a while, so, you know. starts getting, you know, tedious, I'll cut ahead. I should actually make it clear to everyone right now that I have never finished this entire game. I've played pretty far into it, but I have not finished the entire game. So once we get to a certain point, I'm gonna be like in a bit of a loop. But you know, it'll be fun at least seeing it again. Okay, that was the one that I went up the last time. We need to go over this a while. So put it in. This enemy's kind of hurt too. Not a fan. Not a fan. So you'll see the stairway that's right over there. Alright, right on over here. Unlock the first door. There's just a lot of dead ends in here. And then we go through here and then up these stairs. Which will lead to a chest up here and the other switch. We'll unlock that one. And then you go down this way. Ugh. It's hard to commentate in dungeons because I'm just starting to like get my bearings on everything. I think this is just a dead end right here. Yes, it is. And yeah, back down to the main floor. All right, ring a bell, leveled up in that battle, so that's good. And that'll be locked up, yeah. Okay, items. Ring of bells, we're running out of magic here, so let's get some ether up in there. There we are.
He's back.
There were no allies or enemies. All those on the battlefield writhed in the mud and perished, clawing at their throats. I'd never known such pain. Every breath felt like fire, and my vision turned blood red. It was as if countless parasites crawled upon my body.
Spooky.
There were no allies or enemies. Together we grasped at breaths, sharing unbearable pain as we met our demise.
Yeah, spooky stuff. So this is on now unlocked.
Kata, the Sound Maker, that corpulent commander of the Sword Bearers, he has returned to these lands once more. He had those of us who died from the toxic mist carried to this keep. Then the tests began. Gleeful slicing, all to gauge the effects of his poison. A great success, he said with a smirk.
Okay, how he tried to imitate his voice there.
As he danced a little jig, there were no allies or enemies. All who died to the mist were sealed within this keep and left to rot.
Damn.
Who knows how long has passed? With excruciating pain, chilling cold,
That's terrible. They must pay for this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, should be somewhere. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to. That's a lot of enemies. I'm just gonna show the battles now because it's just gets actually kind of annoying having to edit out all the battles, and I suppose I can just leave them in. I don't have to cut them all out all the time. So yeah, just fire, all the fire, because that's just what these enemies are weakest to. So just do that. As you can probably tell what our boss is gonna be, right? He hung on. I'm taking a shield bash to the face and get paralyzed. Cool. Thank you, Anyas.
Shh. I hear voices. There's someone up ahead.
More spirits?
No. I think it's something else.
It's definitely something else or someone
How
else.
fares the cleansing?
We have just completed our work. See for yourself. A perfect job, no?
It took you 3 years to cleanse this area. Some weapon that is. Countless meaningless deaths. Contaminated land. And what is left? Nothing but lifeless ruin.
These are the most fitting voices of all time for these guys, by the way.
How could you say that, Sword Master? You know nothing of which you speak. To cleanse such a vast area in 3 years would be impossible for anyone but me. My research on the matter continues, and we may be able to reduce the time further.
The master sample of the toxin is in here?
Yes, we have it stored safely.
See?
And there's no danger of it leaking?
Of course not. It is sealed away tight, along with its recipe. Even I, its creator, would not be able to take it from here.
Master.
What do we do? They spoke of a sample of the toxin. It seems something is stored further in.
That's what we need to get hold of.
Kada. Salve maker Kada. Do you even comprehend the results of your actions 4 years ago?
The results? Why, I annihilated 100,000 enemy troops, achieving a brilliant victory!
That was no victory. It was a massacre. Our allies caught in the midst, an entire city brought to ruin, turning the area to wasteland for 4 years.
That voice sounds so familiar. Wait. Is that Itachi? Is that like Itachi's voice actor from like Naruto? Because I was listening to the voice a second ago and I'm kind of like, that's actually who that sounds like. I think it might be the same voice actor, I'm not sure.
But without my victory, the sword bearers would be no more. Of that, there is no doubt. A mere 1,000 sword bearers were killed by accident. A minimal loss. We sacrificed 1,000 to defeat 100,000. Far more effective than conventional war. No? Do you believe you could have achieved similar results by clashing blades, Sword Master? I highly doubt it.
I admit that would be impossible.
He was the one who created the toxic mist.
My master is angered.
Found our
I
culprit.
have never seen him so enraged.
He's angry? He seems calm enough to me.
What? Can't you sense the rage seething within him? It gives me goosebumps.
The tension is so thick it chokes.
Our objective is not to slaughter our foes. It is to control the crystals and spread anti-crystalism. Do not forget that. I have no need for an efficient method of killing. I forbade you from using this toxic weapon of yours in the first place.
So, you would have me simply let the sword bearers face defeat? They number just 10,000 against 100,000 shield bearers. They did not stand a chance.
And that is because you pressed on ahead without due caution, eager for a quick result. I ordered you to hold the front line, not exterminate our foes.
I merely saw a chance for victory and seized it. I knew we would prevail.
If you thought you ever had a chance against those odds, it only shows you lack a talent for generalship. Blinded by ambition, you misread the enemy, disobeyed my orders, and then slaughtered both enemy and ally alike. You slew them all like dogs. You showed no respect at all for the warriors on either side. How does mindless killing bring anyone to embrace the ideals we uphold? Know this. The next time you disobey my orders for your own selfish ends, you will fall to my sword.
I understand completely. I will not let you down.
I shall return to Starkfort. You stay back and see that the wounded are cared for.
Of course. Who does he think he is, spouting such nonsense? What a hypocrite! There's no place for heroism or pride in war. To see such things is a fool's errand. I'll show him one day, once I get that sample back.
His voice just goes all
We
over the
can't
place.
leave such a deadly substance here.
We should take it back with us.
Right.
Alright. Pressing on. So, yeah, up this way. Not done with the dungeon yet. Yeah, I'm just leaving the battles in now because it's a pain to cut them out. So I have been starting to I guess I can talk a bit. I have been wanting to slow down with this series just a little bit. We have this game is not quite as long as I remember it being, but it's still long enough. Like, it's definitely RPG length, if that means anything. So it's definitely gonna be a bit lengthy yet, but it's not as long as I remember. So I wanted to talk a bit about the me starting up Star Force in the middle of this, because I started this and then I kind of squeezed Star Force in the middle of it. Mega Man Star Force is in the next Mega Man Marathon, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling that at the moment. I think it might be just because I thought I could handle doing multiple games at the same time, but like maybe I can't right now, like because of just the length and everything. So maybe that's kind of why I'm just not feeling it as much. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna keep it going alongside this, or I might wait till Bravely Default is over before I continue the Star Force Marathon. I'm still going to do it. Like, I'm not gonna cancel it or anything, because I had it planned since the announcement, and I know that you guys seem to enjoy the Mega Man stuff that I make, so I was kind of like, I'm still going to do it, but it might just be a bit later on that I continue it, because I think with just doing multiple games at the same time, complete with like all the other stuff I have to juggle, I'm kind of like, maybe that's not such a good idea, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with all of it or not. So, whoa, what was that thing I just got? I don't remember what that was. It was an orb, we know that. Bacchus's wine applies Berserk effect to target. Cool. Can't use that yet, though. Okay, so let me get my... Whoa. Let me get my bearings. Where have we... Which stairway have we not been up? I'll find out in a second. But yeah, that's what's kind of going on with that. I'm going to be slowing down with Bravely Default, and I'm also going to be, I might hold off on Star Force a bit. The videos that I have up so far are going to be staying up. And I'll continue the series maybe somewhere along the line when I'm feeling it a bit more and it's not feeling as overwhelming to do multiple games at once. And there's also the fact that I found out those first 2 episodes were not great, in my opinion. It occurred to me I'm very rusty on Star Force because I hadn't played it in like literally years, so I was like... It having kind of a rough start wasn't really helping anything, so that's kind of the whole thing of that. I wish I would have started out better, and that kind of didn't really, that kind of turned me off as well, so, you know. Ugh. Fire is just a good way to deal with this, so usually I just take them out before they do that. I did want to talk about some future Let's Plays, though, because usually I do sequels for certain games at some point when I do one game in a series. If anyone's going to ask about Bravely Second End Layer at some point down the line, I don't think so, unfortunately, because I actually have never really played that game. I've been wanting to, but I wasn't able to get my hands on a copy of it, so I don't know that I'm going to be playing that, because I don't know if I can even... if it'll be easy to even find a copy or access it, and recording it would be another issue as well, and on top of that I would also just be playing it completely blind because I've never played it before, so it would be, I think, kind of a thing to do, so, you know, probably not gonna happen, maybe at some point if I can figure it out, but for now, not very likely that that's going to happen. As for Bravely Default, I didn't have enough MP. I knew that. Why did I do that? And then now I have to wait for him to finish all that up. There we go. But as for Bravely Default 2, which is the actual sequel, probably not that one either. It's just like I have played that one, but I'm just like I don't really like Bravely Default 2 as much. I wouldn't say it's a bad game, but I just did not find it to be as good as the first one. I just didn't find the characters as entertaining, or the story as good, or, you know, everything in between, so. The battle system also was changed a lot. So, you know, it's just, that's another reason why I haven't really done that. Why I haven't, why I may not do that one. I didn't even play all that far into it either. In my personal opinion, also Bravely Default 2 is actually even harder than Bravely Default 1. Like, the bosses are a lot more brutal in Bravely Default 1, so, or Bravely Default 2, sorry, are a lot more brutal than in that one. So I don't know. Like, I'm just kind of feeling that one. Whoops, I didn't mean to get on just that, but that's okay. Guess we just max out on magic, because we're about to get to the main event here. So, fully healed, level 8. Oh, Tiz didn't level up yet. Well, that's a problem. Oh, well. That's okay. Okay, I'm gonna start running now, because we're so close to the objective. I don't want to waste magic or anything if I don't need to. So this is the running scenario. I don't know if I've ever shown that. Sometimes you won't be able to run away and your characters will just stand there. Depends on how strong the enemy is. I mean, we're almost there. Not quite yet. I mean, I guess I could do this then. That's kind of what's going on with that, but I do definitely have plans to do some of the other sequels for games I've done before. What I'd like to do this year, and I just had the thought of it, is I would like to get back to... Whoa, 1,000 damage on that last one. Wow, that was overkill. But I would like to get back to some games that I didn't finish last year. I'd like to get back to Fear. Like to try and finish that one up. Oops. Not that way. That's going to put me back where I came from. No! Okay, this one I'm going to run from. I don't want to waste too much magic. And we finally got the levels, so we're caught up. Couldn't get away. Got away. But no, like, I want to get back to Fear. I may have, just as of this evening, actually fixed the problem I was having with the Fossil Fighters playthrough that I tried to do last year. So I might be able to get that up and running again, and we can continue that game, which I didn't think was going to happen. So if I can actually get that back up and running, that'll be cool. Doesn't really... What does that do? A polearm with a large blade tip. Okay, that doesn't really tell me what it does. Whatever. I'll look into it later. And loop around this way, and that will unlock the... That will unlock the last door. Which will take you to that stairway up, which is where you get to the main objective from. Okay, back here, and then go on up. I am more than ready to get out of this place. Okay, save here. And what we need is right here.
What's that?
An alarm. Watch out! We have company!
We always do.